Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on something like really random. Like I think I'm gonna confuse you guys a lot. I'm confused myself. I'm just like, I just want to talk about it, you know? Basically, I have a list of things on my phone, as I always do, of just stuff that just like confuses the shit out of me, you know? Stuff that I just like, I don't get. Like that when you really think about it, like when you take away the simplicity of it and you really break it down, you think about it, you're just like, what? Before I start the video, of course, I'm gonna say make sure to check out my socials. I'm gonna put them on the screen, I don't know where, and down below if you want to click on the links, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you are new, hello, I'm Ashley. Nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy the video. So the first one that when you really think about it, it's like really weird. So I live in Canada, and I heard that you guys don't do this in America and like other places, I guess because you guys are fucking normal. We have milk in bags. Like, I'm just so used to it. Like, I'm so used to it. It's been a thing since I was a kid, right? Like, we just had milk in the house and it's just been in a bag. But like, why? Who? Like, why? Who decided to put milk in a bag? Like a bag, like a freaking bag. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, it's literally a sack of plastic filled with milk. So when you're holding, like, I wish I had it with me so I could show you guys. I know that'd be pretty weird, but like, I wish I had it with me so I could show you guys like how strange the concept of having milk in a bag is. Like, a bottle, it makes sense. A jug, yeah, that's cool, that's normal. A carton, okay, but a freaking bag? Like a bag. It's like see-through. Like, it's just weird. And when you hold it, you can like swish the bag like that. So like, why is milk in a bag? Why do Canadians do that? Does any other country do that? If we're not the only ones, let me know, because I just don't get it. Like, I never really thought about it until I realized, man, that's pretty weird. Milk in a bag, is that normal? Is that weird? Am I just overthinking it? I don't know, I tend to overthink. Okay, another thing I don't understand is, why do we pay for fruit? Like think about this. Fruit has been gifted to us by the earth, by God, by whatever your beliefs are. Fruit is ours. Who decided to like sell fruit in a store? And like who decided? Like, why don't we just, I don't know, go to a tree and like why don't we just like have forests of like different types of fruit trees and bushes and vines and whatever, and like we all just kind of go and pick what we please? Like, why does it have to be like, okay, we're gonna take what's ours already, bring it to a store and sell it to us humans? Like, it's made for us. Like, the concept of trading makes sense. Like, I get it. If like, let's say Dominican Republic wants something from Canada and we want mangoes because we can't grow mangoes here, like, okay, like let's trade. But or okay, I even understand like selling fruits from other countries to a different country. Okay, I get that to a certain extent. Who decided to sell your own fruit within your own country? It's for humans. We decide to put a price tag on it as a human and just like resell it to humans, to us. I probably sound crazy, I know. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's for us. Like, it's ours. Like, it's ours. It could be free. It's that easy. It could be free. It could be there at our disposal. We just grab a grape, grab a raspberry, grab whatever the fuck we want. But it's like, the system has created a business out of something that's been gifted to us by the earth, by God. Like, we have to like buy it when it's already ours. Like, why do we have to do that? Like, why can't we just take it, you know? Like, if we want to grow our own, we have to buy the seeds. But like, the seeds were given to us, like they're ours, but like somebody decides to take them away and just resell them. Like, why can't we just like why do we have to buy seeds? And then it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Are you guys following? Like, do you guys agree, or do I just sound insane? I don't know if I'm explaining it properly. I just like it just confuses me, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, what? Have you ever thought about Instagram and how weird it is, and Facebook and how weird it is? Like, not social media in general, but I'm just talking like, okay, let me get specific. Selfies, posting selfies. Posting selfies is so weird. I do it, we all do it, okay? I love posting selfies, I love a good selfie. Think about the fact that you spend, I don't know, however fucking long, like 15 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, taking that perfect selfie. And then when you find it, you're just like, yes, this is the one. This is the one that I want to show my followers. This is the one that I want to gift to the people that follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Like, think about it. Like, we're taking a picture of ourselves and posting it. But like, why? Like, why? Like, what makes us think that other people want to see it? Like what? Like think about it. Oh, I took a really nice picture today. Let me share this with everyone. Let me just share this with everyone because everyone they'd love to see it, you know? Why? Like, okay, it's a nice picture, but like, I don't know. Because one time I was thinking about it, I was taking a selfie and I posted and I was like, why am I posting this? Why am I posting this? It's a nice picture of me, but oh, I can't even explain what I mean. It's just so weird that we take pictures of ourselves with the sole purpose to share it with the world. I understand taking a picture of us standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's like, yes, I'm somewhere cool. Let me show you where I'm traveling. Let me show you what celebrity I'm at. Let me show you what I'm eating. Like, those I understand. They're still pretty weird. Like, why are we sharing them? But it's not even that. It's like, for me, it's like selfies. Like a picture of just me where I look beautiful. It's like, why is that something that I decide to take because I want to share it with the world? As if everybody's just dying to see a picture of me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what is the whole point of a selfie? Why do we take them? We take them to share them, but why do we share them? Because we want other people to see them, but why do we want other people to see them? Like, what is it about? Like, is it the likes? And it's like, why do we like pictures? It's like, we're scrolling through a timeline, like, oh, I like this picture. I like this picture. Let me just like it because I like it. Like, man, I sound insane. Why doesn't anybody talk on a bus? Think about it. 30 people in one vehicle, right? It's a pretty small condensed space. All we do is sit there in silence. Like, think about the fact that on a bus, it's just a group of 30 people sitting in silence, staring forward. Or, I mean, staring down. Like, what am I saying? Forward. They're staring down. Like, when we could all just be talking to each other, if we all just talked to each other, time would go by so much faster. Our data bills wouldn't be like skyrocketing through the roofs. We just, like, why don't we just talk on buses? Like, why do we all just sit in silence? Like, we're all just sitting in silence. Like, because think about it. If you're on a bus and someone turns to you and says like, hey, how are you? You'd be like, I'm good. How are you? In your mind, you're like, do I know this person? Like, why are they talking to me? But it's like, we could all just be talking. Like, hey, there's a pretty sunset, man. Like, look at the sunset. Isn't it nice? And say, yeah, it's nice. And you start talking about the sunset, you know? Like, hey, you ever been down this road before? I know a good place over there. Like, but no one does that. It's just us all sitting in silence. Like, we could all just be talking to each other, like, getting ourselves acquainted with one another. What's the point in just sitting there in silence, man? Like, just looking at your phone and looking, like, listening to your music, like, it goes by so fast if we just, like, talked on buses. We just made friends on buses, like, you know, like, it could be really entertaining. Like, I don't know. Am I the only one who thinks this? How do languages start? How did each language come to be? Because think about it, like, in every language your tongue moves differently and the words are different. Obviously, it's like it's a different language. How did you give a meaning to each and every single word and action and thought and feeling and everything? Let's say we're starting a language right now, right? Let's say we want to come up with the word banala, okay? What made me decide that banala means this? Let's say banala translates to lotion in English, okay? Like, there's lotion in front of me in case you're wondering. So let's say banala translates to lotion in English. How do you decide that? Okay, that bottle of that right there, I'm gonna name that banala. And I'm gonna name this. Like, I'm gonna name, like, the action of rubbing lotion this. I'm gonna name, like, you know what I mean? Like, every single word has a meaning. But when you're creating a language, how do you give a meaning to each word? Like, how do you explain the language and what each word means to the person that you're conversing with? How do I explain it? Like, how do you like speak to someone and how do I explain it? Like, I can't even explain this. Like, how do you start a fucking language? Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you decipher the meaning of, how do you explain the meaning of everything to other people, and how do you decide the meaning of everything to other people, and how do you become fluent in a language that you're creating, and how do you have other people become fluent in a language that you're creating? And like, how did English come to be, and how did Arabic come to be? Like, how did all these things come to be? Like, how like, it's so crazy to me. How do languages start? Because think about it. Let's say there's a language that's created today. The people of the world, they just started speaking this language today, and it's just like, you know, words are slowly building up and the language is slowly getting expanded. It's becoming an actual vocabulary. And let's say 3,000 years from now, it's a full-on language, right? How did it start? how did it start? I'm not saying how do you learn a language, I'm saying how do you start a language? How do you explain the meaning of something to someone who can't even speak because they don't have a language, because languages don't exist? Like, how did it, how? How is the earth round? Like, don't know anything about science. I got a 52 in science in high school. I don't know shit about science. So don't come for me saying like, you're so stupid, blah, blah, blah. Like, cause I just don't know science. I'm a business student, I'm a media student. I don't know this shit. So like, okay, so like the world is round, right? The earth is round. There's obviously the conspiracy theory that the earth is flat, which honestly, I can see that possible, but I don't know how it works. I don't know. Anyways, the earth is round. How is it that no matter what point of the earth we are at, we look up and there's sky? You know, there's just sky above us, and like you go through the sky in a rocket ship or wherever, you know, like a spaceship or whatever, and you go up through to the galaxy, and you're in space. You know, you're going up thousands of miles, like, and you're in space. But like when you look at the Earth from space, it's round. So when you're looking at it, there's like North America and there's South America, you know? So how come when you're in South America and you go up in your rocket ship, you don't just hit North America? You don't just, you know, skyrocket through the sky and then end up at soil because you're at the beginning of North America because it's above you. Like how does it work? Like, how do you shoot through the sky at any point of the earth and end up in space and not in like the ground of another country if it's round? So I get it. If it's flat, I get it. Cause let's say it's flat and like you're on the east end or you're on the west end, you know? East end and then you're on the west end, you know? Like it's like, okay, I get it. Like you go up from the east end and like you're in space. You go up from the west end and you're in space. Let's say this is north over here and this is south, and like you go up there, you're in space. You go up there and you're in space. Okay, I get it because it's flat. It makes sense to me. But like if it's round and like you're in this part of the world, how do you go up and just hit space and not hit fucking Canada? Like, how does that work? Like if it's round. Like, oh my god, I don't get it. Okay, if someone knows the meaning behind this and how it works, please, dear God, please explain it to me, because I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So like, just explain it to me, please, please, please. I will, like, I don't even know, I'll be so grateful. That goes on to my next point. Did you ever think about like when you're on a plane, you're just like chilling in the air? Like you're just chilling in the air. Like, you're in the sky, you know? Like you're like in the sky, like you're talking to people and you're just like in the middle of the sky. Like you're not just sitting on the ground in the forest or something. Like that's pretty weird, but that's not as weird as the fact that you're in the fucking clouds. Like you're literally like, you look out your window and it's just nothing because you're in the sky and you're sitting amongst the clouds, and like the sun looks like it's right there, and then like you're just chilling. You're chilling on a chair in the sky. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're just chilling on a chair in the sky. It's a crazy concept if you think about it. Like, it's not a bus, it's not a car, it's not a train. Like, you're in the air, like you're flying, but you're sitting down just chilling, and you're like complaining about like life and stuff. You're like complaining, oh, I'm so uncomfortable, oh, my back hurts, oh, this and that. Like, but you're sitting in the middle of the sky. Like, what? It's so crazy. Like, I don't know. This is my last one, and this is just something that just makes no sense to me. Like, who defines what pretty is? Like how do you look at someone and think, oh, she's pretty, oh, he's ugly, oh, she's ugly? Like, we all do it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't think people are pretty and people are ugly. Like, I do. Who decided and who created the standard of beauty? Like when you're a kid, you don't know what pretty and ugly is. You're so naive, you know? Like, your mind doesn't work like that. Your mind is not wired to think pretty, ugly, fat, skinny, desirable, non-desirable. Like, you don't think about any of that stuff. You're just kind of like, you just blah, you know? Someone has to teach you that. Someone has to teach you, like, when they're looking at you, they say, oh, you're so cute. They talk to other babies, oh, you're so cute. What is cute? You don't know what cute is. People give you the definition of cute. So think about it. If we were raised in, like, by animals, by wolves, you know what I mean? I know I'm so extra, but let's say you were raised by wolves, you know? Somehow, miracle baby, raised amongst the wolves, you don't speak English, and then you end up like, someone finds you and brings you to Canada, okay? you don't know what pretty and ugly is, because the wolves didn't teach you that shit. They don't speak English. There's no magazines, there's no Instagram, there's no nothing. There's no movies, TVs, no school, no nothing. Like, you can't, like, nothing, you know? So, like, you wouldn't know what pretty, ugly, fat, skinny is. You just kind of be there, like, you're human, you're human, you're human, you're human. And then eventually, it would get into your head. People would teach you this. People would tell you, like, oh, that person's ugly, that person's skinny, or that person, like, you don't know what it is, though. We created ugly and pretty. We created a standard of beauty. We created a standard of we just created a standard of everything. Like, there doesn't have to be that. Like, there doesn't have to be a standard of beauty, you know? Like there really doesn't. If you think about it, like, there really fucking doesn't. What makes almond-shaped eyes beautiful? What makes full lips beautiful? Anybody could have just chosen to say thin lips are beautiful, you know? Really thin lips are beautiful, and googly eyes are beautiful. And if that had started from the beginning, and if everybody was raised thinking that, we would all think that thin lips and googly eyes are beautiful. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, like, right now the standard of beauty is full lips, almond-shaped eyes, exotic features, and, like, bright eyes, you know what I mean? Like, that's, like, the standard of beauty. I don't give a fuck about the standard of beauty. Like, I'm weird, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But, like, I'm just saying that, like, let's say, for example, super thin lips and googly looking eyes, cross eyes, or whatever, are the standard of beauty. We would all want that. And it's like, because one person sometime decided that this is beautiful, it's like, that's what we go by, because that's what everybody else thinks. But it's like, if someone that was raised amongst wolves came into another country for the first time, they're seeing other people, they don't know what beautiful is. They're taught what beautiful is. So then eventually, because they're taught that, that's their idea of beauty, and that's their ideology of what is attractive and what's unattractive. It's like, but their mind was not wired that way. Our minds are not wired to think that way. It's the people and the media and everything that influences our mindset and our way of thinking and our perception of everything that causes this fucking standard of beauty that doesn't have to exist, but it does, because we give it meaning, and we give it a definition, and we give it the standard that it has. It just, beauty is, like, literally in the eyes of the beholder, but it's like, we don't, it's not at all. It's supposed to be, but we have the influence of everything and everyone telling us what's beautiful and what's not. But really, why does there have to be ugly and pretty? Why? Is, like, there is, of course it exists. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't exist, but, like, why is the question. I just don't get it. So yeah, that's enough for today, because I feel my blood pressure going like this, because I'm just getting, like, so confused and just like, what? Okay, so I'm done with this little, like, rant slash, like, what the fuck video. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know, because I like to talk a lot. So if you want to see me talk about random things that are on my mind and things I don't understand, just let me know, and I will definitely do some more videos just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out my social media, and as always, stay cute. Bye, guys.
When you walk in the bar and you're dressed like a star, rocking your F-me pumps, and the man notice you with your Gucci back crew, can't tell who he's looking to, 'cause you're all